First vlog of 2022, and we could not have picked a worse day to film this vlog. No, seriously, New Jersey, it's absolutely horrific today. So we're going completely raw today, off the rip. It's me, Alan sitting here, Rich Mazway, marketing in the back. We are not doing a day in the life, but because we're so busy and the year just started, we're gonna kind of just go about my day here, and we're gonna talk about something that I think could be really powerful and impactful if somebody is looking to grow their business or grow their brand in 2022, and just some like really small, like finite things that I learned last year that I wish somebody would have told me earlier and or I applied earlier and was more focused on. So super excited. Can't wait to see you guys in a video. Bye. So we're in Hallworth, New Jersey, a few minutes early. I sold this brand new construction house earlier this year, waiting for the buyer's appraisal to come out and kind of evaluate the property, step one of the mortgage process. But really what we were talking about in the car, which kind of followed me around, show you this awesome house that we're in anyway, is a big mistake I made early on in my career, which I don't do anymore, is I overwhelm myself, right? Like I would go into a brand new year and I'm like so ambitious. I would say to myself like, you know, this is all the things I want to accomplish. I want to change my life. I want to do health. I want to do, you know, this. And I would list out like 15, 20 things I wanted to do. And what would happen is within like a month's time frame, you're trying to work on all this stuff, like you're mentally and like your body and you're just overwhelmed, right? So focus on like 2 to 3 things, small things that are really impactful and really powerful that you can focus on that are like totally life-changing stuff. So for example, I'll give you one thing that was huge for me. I always now plan the night before. So before I start my day, I never like go into the day thinking about like what my schedule is gonna look like. Even from like the smallest thing, like I have to pick up my dry cleaning, I have to, you know, order a new suit, or I have to go, you know, plan something for to call a client or whatever it may be. I plan out my day the night before. For me, that was like totally game changer in 2022. I would always like plan maybe in the morning, but I would go to bed, focus, plan, wake up, and knew exactly what I was doing, and I had a roadmap. All right, this guy's gonna get here, so we'll go to the next stop and see you guys in here. Bye. All right, so we just stopped in at Glen Rock. This is a brand new construction house that me and Kerimo over here worked on together. We're selling it. We're about 2 months away from closing. My client actually asked me to stop by today just to get an update on the tiles, and I ran into him. So we're gonna do this off the rip, so I caught him by surprise. Tell the audience, you have a builder, somebody in the business, you know, looking to get into construction. What's one thing that you learned last year that you're applying this year that was like very helpful for you?
We used to go all the time to the town and do all the applications face to face. So since COVID, we learned that we can also email and get also a better response. And this way you have everything black on white. And
paper trail.
Yes, and it turns faster. So that way we figured that we can get permits faster, and the follow-up is also much better than face to face. And sometimes you forget things. If you have it on email, this way you can prove it, and yeah.
Love it. Organization, follow up.
More organization, and everything goes much faster.
Things you don't think about, right? Everyone thinks about building a house, but how about all the stuff behind the scenes?
This is the good thing about COVID, I would say. Yeah.
Love it. Well, something that I learned this year was that you get so bombarded, right? So many phone calls, I'm sure you too, text messages, emails, and it kind of can get very like overwhelming, like quickly. And sometimes I would open a message and forget to respond to somebody right away. So, and I would have full intentions to do so, but maybe I was in the car, another phone call came in, and it just happened so quickly, like a roller coaster, that I spend every night now while I'm planning out my day, actually going back to the first text message I got in the beginning of the day and go everything to make sure everybody was responded to, that I forget to book something, that I forget to schedule something, that I forget to respond to somebody. And for me, it was like, it's like just so relieving. It's like, oh, thank God, I responded to everybody, I feel accomplished, I can go to bed, like my head hits the pillow, I'm not stressed out. And that was like so big for me. Like just a little, like just improvement in step was great.
Same here.
Love it, right?
I'm getting also like 60, 70 messages, maybe 80 messages a day. I know, I feel you.
So he has a beautiful house in Bergenfield that we're gonna either check out today or tomorrow. We're gonna do a great video there. Him and Adato Construction do amazing, amazing quality work. I mean, seriously, you guys blow it away every single time. So this house, we're at probably like 60%, but wait till you see when the real finishes come in. This is gonna blow your socks off. So thank you guys. We're gonna jump back in the car. My friend, thank you, as always. You're the man. We are officially back at home base. So we're about to have a client meeting in about 20 minutes, but the last tip of the day to kind of bring this whole video together, right? Something necessarily, maybe it's partially a tip, maybe it's partially advice, and maybe it's something that I've always kind of like embraced, right? It's like adjustment, it's change. It's that like what you really, people say this, like, oh, what you did last year won't make a difference this year. It's accepting the fact that whatever you probably did the year before to get the results you probably did is really hard. It's not replicatable because the industry is always changing. So I feel like your habits should always stay the way they are, but embrace the fact that things change. Digital changes, social changes, practices change, people change, things change. So embrace the fact that no matter what industry you're in, no matter what you're doing, you always have to kind of be on your feet. You have to be really nimble. You have to be ready to kind of move at a dime of anything. And as uncomfortable as that is, and how, maybe even for myself, being so comfortable doing something a certain way, I have to accept and understand that it's not going to necessarily work in the new era. It's not going to work in the new generation. It's not going to work in the 2022. So my advice to you is study whatever you're doing. Study the industry. Study people that are doing really, really well at this. Study people in other industries. Study people in business, and just accept the fact and embrace the fact that every single year you're probably going to have to do something completely and utterly different than the year before. So I'm so excited about this year. We're going to roll out so much great content. And as always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of TLG Vlogs. If you like these videos, you like this content, please hit the subscribe button, like, comment. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks. Bye.